So as we come to our practice today, we're looking at bee breath. So bee breath is a lovely breath for soothing the throat. If you've been talking a lot lately, then this is very nice to soothe the throat. It also helps to just kind of reduce stress and reduce anxiety, as well as bringing focus to the mind, clarity to the mind. Sometimes we can feel a little bit out of balance, especially if we've been travelling or just been out of our normal routine. So this can help us kind of feel a bit more balanced, feel balance in the body and the mind. So really there's nothing not to like about this breath. It's very simple. If you haven't done it before, it might feel a little strange. So just go with it and see how you get on. No, you can always stop it at any time. You can always just come back to breathing naturally. But even just focusing on the breath for a little while is a really beautiful thing to do. It can also help you to kind of reduce blood pressure, to find more calm, and also just to kind of find that sense of energy or kind of connection. If you've been busy lately, or even if you've been more relaxed lately, sometimes we can kind of feel a little bit out of sorts. So it's a really nice way just to kind of bring yourself back into maybe a little bit of balance. So hello to those watching me live, and welcome to those who are watching the recording as well. So to start off, just think about sitting comfortably. So you could be sitting in a chair, you might be sitting cross-legged like I am today. I'm actually sat on a bolster. You could be sat on a cushion or a block or a bed pillow or a cushion from the sofa. So you don't need any fancy equipment. You can just kind of do this wherever you are, in a hotel or at home. And you could be, as I say, you could be even sat in a chair. So really what's important is you're comfortable. You might be kneeling over a bolster as well. That can be quite a nice thing to do. But we want to kind of find that posture nice and tall. So the spine is nice and tall, the crown of the head's going towards the sky. And take a moment just to roll the shoulders. Now this obviously isn't breath work, but what we're doing here is just kind of finding a little bit of movement, just to kind of release and find a little bit of space. And then just place the hands on the side ribs. Take a moment here just to breathe in deeply through the nose and breathe out deeply through the nose. And just notice if you can feel an expansion on the inhale and a contraction on the exhale. So imagine the lungs are underneath the ribs and they're like little balloons. They're kind of expanding and contracting. So just see if you can feel that for a moment. Good. And maybe this is the first time today, or maybe it's the first time for a while, you've actually brought the attention to the breath. And even just bringing the attention to the breath is very soothing for the mind as well, because it kind of brings our attention just to listening to the breath, just to kind of noticing, how am I breathing? Am I breathing through the nose? Am I breathing from the chest? Am I breathing down into the diaphragm? So all of these things are important for our overall well-being and also our respiratory health. So as females, our lungs need to be used to their full capacity. As we age, they don't shrink, but they actually, if we're not using them to full capacity, then they'll kind of get used to just being, used like this capacity, not that capacity. So it's good for us to breathe well. And bee breath or bee breath pranayama. Pranayama is breath work. Prana is life force energy. Yama means to extend the life force. So pranayama, breath work. So this is simple bee breath. So I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to breathe in through the nose. We'll pop our hands over our ears if that's comfortable for you. If you'd rather not, you can just have the hands resting down. There are various versions of this. You can even cover the eyes and things like that, but we're not doing that today because it can feel a little claustrophobic. The ear one is usually quite easy for most people to do. But if you don't want to have your hands up, you can just keep your hands down. So we'll breathe in through the nose, closing the eyes. Pop the hands over the ears and just simply make the sound of the bee. Imagine the bee going all the way through the exhale, and it will go as long as your exhale does. So your exhale might be shorter than mine or might be longer than mine. It's absolutely fine. But once we get into it, you just keep going by yourself. So I'll just show you one. You breathe in through the nose. You pop your hands over your ears and you breathe out like this. And you keep going until you run out of the exhale. And then you breathe in through the nose and then you'll breathe out again, making the sound of the bee. So the idea is not to kind of force anything. If anything feels like it's tricky, just let it go and just breathe naturally. Or just make the breath, the exhale a little bit shorter. So either way, it's something that everybody can do pretty much. If you have got a headache, it's probably not the best idea to do this right now. But otherwise it's pretty good for everyone. So sitting up nice and tall, find your nice tall seat. And why do we close the eyes? We close the eyes just to help us bring the attention inside. If you prefer to keep the eyes open, by all means do, but there's no need to. Okay, so when you're ready, we're just going to move through a few rounds together. Don't worry about going the same pace as me. We'll all be going different paces. We're all different human beings, and that's absolutely fine. So don't think you've got to kind of keep up with me or go longer or shorter. It really doesn't matter. Just make it what works for you. So breathing in through the nose, popping the hands over the ears if that's what you're doing, breathing out through the throat almost. So you're making the sound of a B. Repeating, breathing in through the nose, breathing out. Making this the last one for this round. Releasing the hands, and now just listening to your breath. Breathing in and out. Just let the ease and flow of the breath be natural now. Notice an alertness in your seat, so you're sitting up nice and tall, but you're not tense. Draw the navel in softly, so there's a bit of tension or a bit of kind of energy around the belly. We're not just collapsing. We're sitting up nice and tall, and that's from the pubic bone up towards the belly button. And as you begin just to notice your breath, just relax the tongue, relax the jaw, relax the eyes, feel the softness in the forehead. And just enjoy that sense of calm that you're creating for yourself. Giving yourself a little bit of space, a little bit of time. Just enjoying that. Just allow yourself to bathe in the calm you're creating with your breath. Good. So we're going to do one more round together, and you're very welcome to do 2 or 3 rounds or even 5 rounds by yourself, but we'll just do one more round together in this short period we have together. So when you're ready, let's just take the inhale in through the nose and breathing out. Hands over the ears. Making this the last one, breathing in and breathing out. Just letting the hands rest down if they're over the ears. Keeping the eyes closed for a moment. Just notice now the softness of the inhale through the nose and the softness of the exhale through the nose. Draw the belly button in gently. And just feel a beautiful sense of calm, just settling into the body. And imagine that calm just in the centre of your body, maybe around the belly button. And as you breathe out, just feel like it's a little ripple of calm going through the whole body and mind. Just noticing a softness in the mind, in the body, in the breath. And if the eyes are closed, just softly opening the eyes. Let's sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky, breathing in. Bring the hands down through the heart centre. One more time, breathing in nice and deeply. Breathing out. Just pausing at your forehead. May your thoughts be peaceful. Bring them towards your throat. May your words be peaceful. And bring them towards your heart. May your heart be peaceful. And may the love and the light within me bow to respect the love and the light within you. Thank you very much for practicing today. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day and evening, whatever you're up to. Enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Thank you. Bye for now.